Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for visiting. Today, we're going to jump right into it. I've got a very limited amount of time to do this really fast sketch for you guys. I'm a really big proponent of drawing something every single day. And sometimes it doesn't happen as much as I would like it to, literally every single day. Because of work, because of life, and I know that a lot of you guys have full-time gigs and you don't really have the time, to draw something every day. I had a comment recently say, how do you find the time with a full-time freelance job to do not only videos, video editing, but also, do the videos themselves. And, my answer is pretty much always going to be the same thing. We as artists, sometimes, as I'm trying to get this done, we as artists sometimes put the focus on the wrong thing. I know I do. For the longest time, I kept telling, people that would say, do your own stuff, go out on your own. I would always say, gosh, I really can't do that because of the fact that I don't know, when the next paycheck's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. It's very hard for me to let go. I've been at this job for 10 years, and for me to let all that go, it would be stupid. And the problem was at the time, I was unhappy. And I was unhappy because I wasn't doing my own thing. I would go to the job, I would do the job, I would leave the job. Sound familiar? And I didn't have any fulfillment, this needs to come down, any fulfillment for my own projects. Occasionally I would have a freelance gig at home, but then again, that's doing something for somebody else. And I was constantly questioning whether or not I should actually continue on being an artist. And I'm sure that a lot of artists have these same issues, but for me, I had invested, a considerable amount of time in not only time, but also effort, money, into being a full-time illustrator. And I had basically taken all of that investment and I had sold it. Well, what do you mean, Mike, sold it? Well, I had sold it for a yearly wage to somebody that was willing to pay that yearly wage. And that's all that I wanted to do with it. I didn't realize that the world, number one, the world had changed because the market no longer was basically the, purveyor of my life. It basically, I had to look at it in terms of I can be my own agent, I can be my own publisher, content is king, and therefore I should be making content. Somebody out there eventually will see what I'm doing and enjoy it, right? Maybe give me some opportunities. But the plain fact of the matter is, I got tired of selling my abilities and watching the person who was paying me become a millionaire. And nothing against him, because he's the one that gave me the opportunity to hone my skills over the years and years. And it was never his decision whether or not, well, it was his decision whether or not I stayed based upon my work. But, I could have left at any time. And I started looking at that and going, man, if I don't do something now, which was basically when I was like 39, 40 years old, because I'm 43 right now, I would basically have sold my entire career to somebody while they reaped all the benefits. And some of you at studio jobs, have done that. And if that's your lot in life, that's fine. But for me, I basically had to see what was on the other side. Now, has it been rosy? No. Has it been terrific? No. Have I made millions of dollars? No, not yet. But the reality is this. I decided that I wanted something more. And I wanted it to be mine. I didn't want to sell every waking hour to somebody that was going to make millions of dollars off of me. Now, that being said, you're going to say, Mike, the studio jobs afford you a consistent paycheck while you can work on your stuff on your off hours. Absolutely, and I did that for years. However, I found that I was constantly competing with myself for time. Myself as a father, myself as a artist, myself as a teacher, myself as somebody who wants to learn all the time. I would have to kind of look at my situation and say, hey, do I have enough sleep? Do I have enough time to do this project? 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there. So, years and years ago, like 3 years ago, 3.5, 4 years ago, I decided to draw something small. It wasn't a big deal. It was something small. It took less than 10 minutes to do. And what that did was it gave me the opportunity, excuse me, gave me the opportunity to do my own thing. My own thing being character design and character art. Every single day, I would sit down for 10, 15 minutes, whether it was on my computer or whether it was traditional, which is what I'm doing right here, and I would draw something small. And it would be mine. I owned it. I did it. It was mine. I didn't sell it for anybody. I didn't do it for anybody but myself. I enjoyed it. And so I just started doing it every day. And it became a habit. And then I started posting these little sketches online and on LinkedIn. And, obviously people took notice. And then I was able to get some freelance jobs that basically afforded me the opportunity to quit my day job. And now I am a freelance illustrator. Is it for everybody? No, guys, it's not. It's hard. I'm going to be really frank with you. It's not for everybody. There are days that I don't walk outside unless I choose to. Of course, that's kind of a stupid statement. I don't go outside unless I choose to. But what that means is I could stay inside and work. So there has to be a balance. Have I figured it all out yet? No. Am I a stronger artist today than I was 3 years ago? Heck yeah. 4 years ago? Oh my gosh, yes. A year ago? Yes. Am I learning something every single time I draw something? You betcha. I don't play video games. I don't watch a heck of a lot of TV except to unwind. I don't waste my time on things or people. That's important. People. For those guys who have, who are single and are wasting a lot of time and, trying to pursue a member of the opposite sex, or, you females who are doing the same thing, and you're younger, it'll happen. That will happen. My advice to you, if you want to be an artist in any capacity, is to do something all the time. Experiment with your art. Do things traditionally. Any of you 3D guys and gals out there that have landed on my channel, you will be a much stronger 3D artist if you learn how to draw. That's the reality. I have a passion for character art. I have a passion for drawing and creating that I hope shines through not only in my channel, but also in my work. But I was able to change my situation because I chose to. Don't think you can't choose to change. Don't think that it's too late. Don't think you've been at your job too long and you've got so much debt that the only way that you can accomplish anything in life is to sell it to somebody for a weekly or monthly wage, and you can't do anything about it. I know somebody currently that works for a company that will not be named because it's not my business other than to give you the outside details. And this person is extremely unhappy. They've tried and tried again to get another job, and nobody is hiring them because today, right now is a different time in our world. But the plain fact is they're unhappy. Life's too short, guys. You've heard this all your life. Life is too short. You are not guaranteed tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a day that is yours. Live for today, and you will enjoy your life wholeheartedly. There's a lot of truth in that. There's a lot of truth in what I just said, as I'm running out of time. Go out today. Don't let tomorrow come because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. Go out today. If you want to do something different in art, do it. If you've been putting something off for a long time, whether it's drawing that new character, starting that new book, I don't care what it is. Remember, you are not guaranteed tomorrow. How sad it would be if you look back on your life 25 years from now, 30 years from now, and you're at the same position you were 25, 30 years previous. And you say, man, why didn't I try? Why didn't I do it? People make fun of Shia LaBeouf, Buff, whatever the freak his name is, for what he did about that video about just going out and doing it. I thought he was a ridiculous sort of a human being. But what he was trying to basically say is, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. I'm not trying to get heavy. I'm trying to inspire. Be inspired, guys. You want to make videos? Make videos. Just do it. It's a great moniker from Nike. Slogan. Just do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Even if you can't, at least you tried, right? Make sense? Anyway, you guys out there in the land of the internets, watching my videos, commenting, I appreciate you. I'm collecting reference currently to do some Middle-earth Lord of the Rings characters. I'll be doing those next. I'm sure that those who commented in reference to those will be excited. I'll also be continuing on my Batman characters. Don't know which one I'm doing next. Any suggestions would be good. But this is today's drawing. Simple, not too long. I don't want to get too far into it. Obviously, I'll probably put some color to it next. You know? Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll go here. See, this is the fun that I'm talking about right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Just having fun, you know? Gotta give him a little scar right here. We know who he is. Yep. I'm gonna bring my markers to class. That's what I'm doing today. Going to teach the kiddos. Going to inspire the youth of this world to get out and do something with their lives instead of playing video games all the time. Nothing wrong with video games in moderation. That's what I'm doing today. Going to teach the kiddos. So, that is it. Thank you guys. Share, like, and subscribe if you can. If you like what you see. Any suggestions are always welcome. If I can reply to your comments, I will. I've had some issues with my browser. I need to update my browser, I think. So, anyway, see you guys next time.